All right, everyone. So here we are back inside the cave. And yeah, if you're looking at the screen and it looks a little bit different, that's because we are going old school. Man, taking it back to when I started doing this last year with these just right from the screen. Right from the screen. So hopefully you can see a little bit more. I don't know what's going on. I've been trying to do all this fancy shit the last couple of weeks. And unfortunately, that just ain't working out, is it? No, it does not seem to be working out. So we are live here inside the cave. If you have never been with us before, welcome on in. If you have been with us before, welcome back in because you do know exactly what we're going to be doing here tonight with the hockey club. I almost said the ball club, but this is not the ball club. That is Tuesday nights, right? The ball club is on Tuesday nights. So, yes, we are rocking and a rolling here with the club. We are 4-5-1 to this point in the season. Simo has played in 10 games for us. All 10 games she has started. So congratulations to her. We are 4-5-1. She's got all four of our wins. Obviously, she's started all 10 games. And Mr. Burns has 8 points. And no, that is not Mr. Burns as in the Mr. Burns. That is Connor Burns, our Connor Burns. So if you are joining me inside the cave tonight, please feel free to throw any comments up on the board. If you were with me for the beginning of that mess that was technical difficulties in part 1, part 2, and possibly part 3, thanks for sticking around. And we're going to go probably for about an hour and a half tonight since I've lost about 15 minutes of my time. I got nothing better to do, right? That's why I sit here and play hockey on the PlayStation and have people talk to me while I do it. So, the Hartford Whalers, we brought them back to life. This is our fourth full season. Probably going to be making some changes at the end of this season. A lot of folks are out of the club, so we'll probably be making some moves, but or we'll do something maybe with some of these guys because a couple of them are legends, right? And they've been pretty fantastic for this club. So who knows? Maybe we'll just build a new team. So thoughts, comments on that? You want to see a different city, a different town. We can create some new players. I am open to any thoughts as we roll through. And I'd like to keep going. The baseball is super fun. The hockey is super fun. And I just enjoy doing it. Regardless of whether I have 1 viewer or 10 viewers, I could really, really care less. I'm going to do it anyway. So, all right. So with all that being said, our topic of the evening. So if you were listening earlier, I was kind of like trying to roll through. And you know what's really cool? When I do it on my PlayStation, I can actually see it on my TV. So I get to actually play the game on the freaking TV instead of looking at the computer screen. So that's an exciting part tonight. I know there's not a whole lot of action going on up on the screen except for the game, but that's really what you want to see anyway, I would think, if you're watching me, whether it's live or on the replays. So, okay. Topic of the night. So typically we go sports or we go movies, right? Or something along that line. But, I think where we're going to go tonight is possibly going to be, maybe we'll talk about something that really just, I don't know, grinds your gears. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I apologize. But everyone has a pet peeve, right? Just something that you just gets to you. And I know I got a couple of younger viewers out there, and you might not eventually. So I will not reveal mine until we get a little bit closer to the end of the episode. But I do have my pet peeves. Now, here's one thing. Of course, that we could talk about, and I know this is a hockey show, and I totally get it, but I was not sure. So today, as I was kind of rolling through my day, I saw that, and I wasn't sure if this was right, but that the United States, did they lose to Italy in the World Baseball Classic? Is that accurate? Did we actually lose a game to Italy? I don't really know. I didn't see the score. Let's see. Yeah, we lost 8-6. I don't think we should be losing to Italy in the World Baseball Classic. So throw that up on the board. Shit, you want to talk about something? Let's talk about. Yeah, I always go back to sports. I know I always go back to sports. Okay, so we are about 6 minutes into the episode now that I had to dig my way out of some technical difficulties, but we're going to get this show on the road right here. So 4, 5, and 1 to start the season. And Simo, 10 games played, 4 wins, .906 save percentage. Connor Burns is currently our points leader, so congratulations to Mr. Burns for leading the team with 8 points in 10 games. Yeah, it's under a point a game. And for those of you who don't watch hockey, that's not good. So anyway, okay. So yes, I get these little messages up on my screen. It's driving me crazy. But okay. With that being said, so we're going to go ahead and take a look, as we always do. We're going to take a look at our lines. So our lines for this club look a lot like this. So we have Pichek at left wing, top line. We will have Kelly at center, top line. And, of course, Mr. Burns will be our right wing on the top line. So that is the club. That's how they kind of start the game. Pavel Buchnevich will be our left winger, second line. Jimmy Lamoureux at center. And we will have, yes, actually, I will be getting MLB The Show 26. I have my copy locked in. I don't spend more money to get weird baseball point coin things because I don't want to do that. But I think that's going to go a long way with my next series of baseball. And I am right now. You know what? In fact, that could be the topic of the night. Who are we going to rebuild? Okay, we did the Expos. I'm doing the Expos. That's going to continue. But if I start a live series with rebuilding an actual team, then I'll probably start recording the Expos episodes, editing them, and putting them up later. But I would love to do a live series with an actual team from this year. That would be awesome. So hopefully we can do something like that. So feel free to throw a team or, let me know which team you would like to do for sure. So, okay. With that being said, yes, MLB The Show 26, that will be on my PlayStation soon. Okay, so Pavel Buchnevich, Jimmy Lamoureux, and Kapokaka will be our line number 2. We'll have Gregory Swift, B-Walk, and the Professor on line number 3. And the junior GM's biggest signing so far, Cole Koepke, Travis Keller, and Oliver Wahlstrom will make up line number 4. For those of you who don't know, by the name, I am an Islander fanatic. I love my Islanders. And they had one hell of a game last night. So actually managed a killer comeback. So we are looking forward to the rest of the season. But with that, what I'm getting at is Oliver Wahlstrom was at one point an Islander. He played for the club, and that's why I signed him, because I like Oliver Wahlstrom. He only played 32 games and 35 games. He actually had a 73-game season with the Isles as well. Never much of a scorer or point scorer, but he always had the potential, and I'm really hoping that maybe he could do something for our Whalers. So we'll see what happens here this season. So we have some pretty big games coming up. Of course, defensively, we can't forget the defense. I know, can't do that, right? So let's go ahead and see who we have out there defensively. Of course, it's No fear Feeney on that top defensive line. I tried to trade him last week. I tried to trade everybody last week. I mean, we were trying to move anybody and everybody. And so we'll see. We'll have to see what happens here with this team. If we end up having to frickin' trade someone, that would probably not be the best for us. I really don't want to have to trade anyone. And I don't think anyone here wants to see anyone get traded. But, yeah, it could end up happening. It definitely could end up happening. So, and let's see what else we got going on here. So we've got Sergio Ibarra. He'll be playing that top defensive line, right side. We've got Fagan left, Fagan right, and then Delgado and Paul will make up that bottom line, so to speak. So Fagan, and then, yes, Delgado and Paul. Sorry if I seem a little bit distracted tonight. I have literally been having some technical difficulties here. I don't know what's causing it, but it's almost like it's like a little fog here on my screen. I don't know if you're seeing it, but yeah, a little bit of fog on my screen. So it's like I can't clearly see it on the computer, but hopefully we're good. Let's take a look at what we have coming up in the episode for our schedule. So we have got the Columbus Blue Jackets in game number 1. Everybody knows how we feel in Hartford about the Columbus Blue Jackets. They have our number. They freaking have our number, especially Marchenko, Kirill Marchenko. He is a Whaler killer, and he definitely beats up on this team. We do have the New York Rangers, who are 6-4-1. We will take on the Florida Panthers, who are 9-2-1 to start the season, so they are very hot to start their year. We will have the Washington Capitals, the Winnipeg Jets, who are 8. Look at this. Look at the records on these. Oh, okay, Washington 3-7-1. We actually stand a chance there. Winnipeg 8-1-2. That is game number 5. Then we'll have Florida. I'm sorry, nope. Got to jump down 1 week. We will have Columbus again. So we'll have Columbus again, then Buffalo, then Vegas. So we go 1, 2, 3 games in a row. That makes up 8 games. We'll go St. Louis, and then we'll finish up at home against the Buffalo Sabres. So we've got a pretty tough week. Records, Buffalo, we can take. St. Louis, they're 5-4. We might have a chance there. Columbus, we have a chance. Buffalo, yeah, we already said them. Vegas, not that good. This Vegas team is not very good, so we might have a chance with that Vegas team. We'll have to see what happens there. And then, so our tough games are going to be Winnipeg and Florida, right? We already said that. Winnipeg, Florida, and the Rangers. So, yeah, we've got a tough episode ahead of us. But we'll see what we can get done here with the club. We're not going to do anything to the lines. We're not going to make any changes. We will. Let's see. If I missed something, I think I may have missed a double back-to-backer. Yes, so we have 2 back-to-backs. So we have Florida and Washington, and then we have Columbus and Buffalo. So we'll get to see that awesome that awesome kind of backup goalie that we got in free agency. So haven't made any deals to get anybody, but hey, if you got any thoughts, you think we should trade for anybody, let me know for sure. So once again, question of the night. I know it's a hockey show. We are playing hockey, but our question of the night is with regards to the MLB show. So MLB The Show 26 is coming out. We're going to be adding that to the repertoire here on the channel. We'll move the expos to recorded episodes with editing, and then we're going to start our live team, okay, with an actual team that's going on now, and we'll be live with them every week. So I am open to whichever team we want to build. I will not rebuild the Yankees because I don't like to move anybody around, and I will not rebuild. Well, I'll rebuild anybody else. The Red Sox. I won't do the Red Sox, but I will rebuild anybody else. So, or attempt to. Totally interactive episodes. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into. We're going to jump into the Columbus game, and we go right at it. right at it here. Period number 1 is underway. Fantilli's going to put one past Simo. So this team is 4-5, and then Hunt scores. So we're 4-5-1 on the season. Okay, it's been a struggle. B-Walk puts one in on the power play. So that's very exciting to see a freaking power play goal. And yeah, 4-5-1. Simo's been struggling. Of course, we have talked about this at nauseum with the bucks that she gets. A lot of money. Sillinger puts one in. Monahan puts one in. So we are now down 4-1 in the first period to the Columbus Blue Jackets. And that's right, we're getting our asses absolutely handed to us here in Columbus. And again, not that big of a surprise. This team does this to us almost every time we play them. And we rock into period number 2. And then Mike Fagan or Miles Fagan, it could be either one. That's the best thing, man. Flip of a coin with those guys. Could be anybody. And he's going to put one in the net. So it is 4-2. And we go back on the power play, and they're going to kill that off. No, it's Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly with the power play. We are getting ourselves back into this game. So let's see if we can't get back into it. And 2 minutes, and that's going to do it for period number 2. Oh, and Greg Swift scores with about 50 seconds left in period number 2. And yes, sirree. And then Mike Kelly scored. What? I scored with 1 second left. 1 second left. And we are up 5-4. What kind of awesome shit is that? Oh, hey now. All right, so we got a 5-4 lead on Columbus. We're trying to get 2 points. I want to get 10. I want 10 in the episode. Of course, we give up a shorty to KJ. So it's now 5-5. Simo's still in net. I really don't know how that can be possible, but she is still in net. All right, and there's a power play for us again. We've taken 32 shots, so the team's actually kind of active today, a little more so than normal. And we got about 2 minutes to go in period number 3. It's still tied, and the professor delivers. And then B-Walk with the empty netter, and the Hartford Whalers have come away with a victory here in game number 1 of the episode. Let's take a look at the 3 stars. Looking at the scoreboard itself, that's right, we had a goal in the first, 4 goals in the second period, 2 in the third. They had 4 in the first, 1 in the third. The 3 stars of the game look a little bit like this. Mike Kelly with 2 goals and an assist, so a 3-point night for the kid. Fantilli had a goal and 2 assists. And how about a 4-point performance from B-Walk on the night? Great job from Braden Walker in this one. Okay, so we are 1 game into the episode, and we are about 20 minutes into the actual episode after having some serious problems here inside the cave. And I don't know, maybe the cave's getting old and the internet doesn't work as well as we'd like it to. I really don't know, but we shall find out. And I don't make any sense half the time. I really don't make sense half the time. But I will say that I am feeling much better. Tonight, I am going old school. So you've got the whole screen. You see the entirety of the game in front of you. I don't have all that other stuff happening. And I'm wearing my comfortable headset with my nice microphone in front of me. I do miss the big microphone. It makes me look like some sort of radio star. But I am wearing basically going old school. So if you're jumping in tonight, we are live. We've played 1 game. All right, we already reviewed the team. We saw who's who, and they came up big. They came up big in game number 1. We had we had 2 goals and 2 assists from B-Walk, and then of course it was the professor who won the game. So. Well, thank God for the professor. That's all I got to say. And as I always say, it seems like every week, Professor, if you are out there, kid, hope everything's going well. Hope everything's going well for you. It's always good to see that you're doing well. It's always good to see that you're doing well. So, okay. Rocking and rolling. We are heading into game number 2 of the episode. We're taking on the New York Rangers. Let's jump back to the main screen and see exactly what's going on in this one. So we have to, yes, that's right. We have to advance to game number 2. Righty. Bingo. Okay. So in game number 2, we have got Simo between the pipes. Okay. Thank you. She actually got a freaking gift. A gift against the Columbus Blue Jackets because she was getting absolutely worked and then the team came up big. So she owes them some watches or some shit. I don't know how they do it in hockey. It's like kind of like when you block for the quarterback and they give you shit. I don't know. So Simo will be between the pipes for the Whale here in this one. 11 games played, 5 wins, .90 save percentage, 3.37 goals against average. That's something we need to see change, and that's something we need to see change soon. And I mean like very, very soon from our netminder. Definitely has to change. Okay. And then between the pipes for the Rangers, we have Igor Shesterkin. And yes, I've always said that kind of weird. It just comes out that way. But yes, Igor Shesterkin will be in between the pipes for the Rangers. Okay. Oh, I grabbed the wrong control. I got 2 controllers sitting next to me. He's played 9 games for the team, 4 wins, .920 save percentage, 2.65 goals against average. So he's having one hell of a year. They are 6-4-1, and it is time for us to make them 6-5-1. Now, if you can do your math, if we win and they lose, we have identical records. Wait, what? Yeah, that's right. So looking over on the right side of the board, the Whalers are currently 5-5-1. We are 7th place in the Atlantic Division. The Rangers are in 4th place, 6-4-1. So we're rocking and rolling here, heading into game number 2 of the episode. Simo between the pipes, Igor Shesterkin for the Rangers, and let's head right into this one. I really kind of like looking at the calendar. So, yeah, I do like looking at the calendar view. So we're heading into this one. We're gonna bump it up to about 4 times the play. If you're just joining us live, welcome on into the cave. We are in game number 2. We're taking on the New York Rangers, and yes, we are going old school tonight. The Fanatic, yeah, that's who I am. Yeah, I could not. Oh, and it's Killer Keller on the 4th line, putting one past Igor. Tarasenko answers right in against the New York Rangers. Okay, so we need to win against anybody the way that this team's been playing. Keandre Miller's going to put one past Simo. We go on the power play. So last game was an excellent performance from the team. Simo goes down basically 5-2, and the team comes back and scores 5 goals to win that game. So we're looking to hopefully get something like that done here again, right? I mean, 5 goals would be great. That would be 6, because 5-1 is 6. Because I'm not the sharpest tool here. That's not true. I don't know why I don't know why I do that. Maybe I should do that whole thing where I sit on the couch and just I don't know, like I'm sitting with a therapist. Yeah. Come on, dude. Focus on the game, man. Focus on the game. Connor Burns puts one in and ties this baby up. So we are now 2 games in. It's 2-2. I'm sorry, we're in a second period. We are 2 games in, though. Almost when we finish this one. 2-2. All right. Connor puts one in the net. In the net. That's right. I'm going to say it 5 times. Because, they say if you repeat something so many times, you'll actually, after a while, you remember it. And how about Swifty with another goal? My boy Swifty putting one in the net. Congratulations there. All right, so this is the goal for the night. All right, we're looking for, I think we need 10 points. Just 10 points would be 5 wins would be perfect. All right, we're now tied at 3. All right, so if you are just joining us live, this is game number 2. It is 3-3. All right, and we've had a couple of good goals. Simo's trying to hold it down. If you follow the show and maybe you watch me on the replays, you know some of the players. And if you follow the show and you are one of the players, welcome into the show. That's great. Zibanejad scores. Kaliev scores. And now we're down 5-3. And this is no bueno. This is no bueno right now. Okay, so that's going to do it, man. We totally fell apart at the end there. So in case you can't read that, our defense gave up goals like 16 seconds apart. 16 seconds apart. So we had one in the first, two in the second, took a 3-2 lead, and then it was just bang, bang, bang. And the Rangers went ahead and won that game. All Rangers here on the 3 stars board, so we don't give two shits about that. We're not actually going to look at that because I don't care. That's the way that goes. So we are 2 games into the episode. We are 1-1. We've got ourselves 2 points, so congratulations to the team for doing your freaking job. You got ourselves 2 points. We're trying to get 10 points on the episode. Now, I have had episodes where I ask for 10, and I get like 16. That was last season. When we had all that fancy shit going on the screen, and we got like 16 points. So, all right. So topic of the night. We got a couple out there, okay? We have got a couple of topics out there right now. Topic number 1, we're talking pet peeves. Toss them up on the board. You got a pet peeve, right? Anything. It could be anything. Be nice, though. Be nice. I suggest you be nice. But if you got a pet peeve, definitely throw it up on the board. It could be sports related. It could be anything. I don't really care. It could be anything you want it to be. Once again, we do not talk politics and we do not talk religion here on my channel. But if you have a pet peeve, throw it up on the board. Also, the other thing we're talking about, I will be probably investing here in MLB The Show 26. Very excited about that. Currently, I have of course, the Montreal Expo show that I do every Monday night, Montreal Mondays. But we're probably going to be going out and starting a new club. And hopefully with any viewers that I have, we'll kind of do it interactive. And we'll try to, bring some rando team to a championship. So there are a couple of teams out there. And as we're sitting here talking, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check this out. So let's see. Teams that have, yes, I have to talk to myself when I type. Never won a, oh my goodness. I just spelt that wrong. God dang, caps lock from the kid. Never won a world. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry, Padres fans. I know you're out there, and it's going to say that. So, we have 5 options. Actually, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We have 5 options for who we want to possibly rebuild, okay, or take to a World Series championship. So, we have the Milwaukee Brewers, the Padres, the Rockies, the Rays, and the Seattle Mariners. So what I like a nice challenge, of course, like I do at the Whalers here, but I'd love to have someone that's awful terrible now that we tried to grow over a couple of years. Now, that means a couple episodes, and that means having to listen to me talk. But, that is what it is. So, okay, let's go back to the main screen. We'll take a look and see what we have coming up. We're going to simulate to the next game. And we're going to stop that simulation. Why did I do that? Okay, bada bing, bada boom, rocking and rolling. We have got the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers come into this one hot as something. Traffic on the freeway, no fair Feeney does not like traffic on the freeway. I don't know one person who likes traffic on the freeway, sir. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that back. I don't mind traffic on the freeway after almost 20 years. After almost 20 years of driving from San Diego County to home, I never really minded it. It kind of gave me a chance to. Plus, in case you haven't noticed, I do enjoy talking to myself. Now, most people say as long as I don't answer myself, it's okay. But I do enjoy talking to myself. And when I sit in the car and do shit like this, that's crazy. But, okay, I understand your pet peeve. Little traffic on the freeway. And again, like I said, when we're giving those pet peeves tonight, make sure that we're very kind. All right, very kind. Definitely very kind. Okay, so the Florida Panthers here heading into game 3, 11-3-1 on the season. We are 5-6-1. We have collected 2 points in 2 games on the episode, and they have Spencer Knight between the pipes. Now, if you are a hockey fan, you know where Spencer Knight actually plays right now. Spencer Knight plays for the Chicago Blackhawks. So he is a very solid goalie, and we know he can play. Unfortunately, he's playing for the Blackhawks. And if you're a Blackhawks fan, I apologize. You might just be watching me and not commenting, but yes, I'm sorry. I apologize if I take a shot at them. Simo will be between the pipes for us. 12 games played, 5 wins, so still stuck on 5. A .898 save percentage and a 3.51 goals against average. So the struggle is real between the pipes. Dropped a couple percentage points in the saves, and also goals against. Yeah. So my comments are now coming on my phone. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm seriously. I know you can tell me to F off. I know, but it is. Hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Okay. So, that was our top line left winger. Chiming in that about the Blackhawks comment. So, all right, here we go. So Simo will be holding it down. 5 wins, .898 save percentage. If you're just joining us inside the cave, we are on game number 3. Feel free to throw a comment up on the board. Let me know you're here and that you're watching. I'd love to hear whatever you got to say. Of course, be nice. Topics of the night, pet peeves. And, of course, we have MLB The Show 26, new season starting, new team, new franchise starting when we get the game. We'll be trying to revive the Brewers, the Mariners, the Rockies, the Padres, or I don't remember the other team. The Mariners? I don't know. Whoever I said. If you're interested, throw a team up on the board. Let me know who you think we should try to revive, and I'd be excited to try to do that. Okay, so here we go. See, I always lose track of the hockey once I get a few people in here talking to me. Beautiful. Let's just jump right into this one, shall we? Because I've talked all about it, and we are rocking and rolling. Let's pump that up to 4 times the speed, and beautiful. Beautiful. No score early, so that means that our team's actually getting shit done. Dadonov puts one past Simo, and Atkinson puts one past Simo. So is anybody seeing a trend here? Is anyone in the room seeing a trend here? People are scoring a shit ton of goals on us, and that is the trend. Okay, that is the trend. So that's 5 minutes left in period number 1. The team's getting absolutely worked in the last couple of games. Now we go down 2, and we're going to go to the end of period number 1. It is now 2 to 0. Yes, and rocking into the next period. I don't know. It bums me out. It bums me out when we're getting worked that bad. The professor scores. Verhaeghe scores. Kelly answers back, and it's 3-2. So the Whalers are trying to claw back into this game, even though Whales don't have claws. But, dad jokes are a-flying tonight here inside the cave. 10 minutes to go here in the period. 3-2. Florida leads. Knight doing a good job. Simo trying to hold him off. Verhaeghe puts another one in the net. I don't know. That could be a hat trick. Pavel Buchnevich, the Booch, and Ekblad scores. So a lot of freaking scoring from these teams, right? From all the teams we've seen tonight. Lots of scoring for sure. And here we go. 20 minutes to go, period number 3. 5-3. The professor scores again. Pichek scores. We haven't seen that name in forever. Pichek scores. I'm sorry if I got a little close to the mic there, but that's great. We're now tied at 5. We do not want to see live hockey because nobody wants to see me actually play hockey. I don't think anyone wants to see that shit. I know I don't want to see it, and I don't think anybody else wants to see it. We are down. It's 8 minutes to go here in the period. Let's see if somebody can put one in the net. It's for Hagee. No, the wrong team, dude. That's the wrong team. Simo, you gotta just block the entirety of the net, right? For Christ. Oh, you want to see me play? Okay. Yeah, I know. Isn't that like why people would tune in? Really, to watch me play? Okay. But see, I try not to cheat, so the game's actually kind of hard. I've gotten really good at 26. I play a lot of 26 as the Isles, but so two goals in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third for the Panthers. We had 3 goals in the second, 2 in the third. Tried to make a comeback. We lost 6-5 in this one. Our 3 stars of the game, Lundell had 3 helpers. Excellent job for him. The professor, who is going to be the player of the night on the episode. I haven't done that ever, but he could be the first player of the night because he's had a couple of goals here in the episode. And, of course, Carter Verhaeghe with 3 goals. He had a hattie. See, I knew he had a hattie. I knew he had a freaking hattie. And it's now, that means we've won 1 and lost 2. So, yeah, 1-1 and lost 2. We're through 3 games, and as I just said twice, we've won 1 and we have lost 2. So let's take a look here. We've got the comments. Our junior GM, who is always here, almost every week, even when he's on vacation. He's almost like the fanatic. It's like carrying a BlackBerry. And yes, that ages me. I would carry that BlackBerry everywhere. But yes, our junior GM says would love to see the Rockies, or that would be a challenge. I totally agree. Okay, I ran with the Rockies in MLB The Show 25 when I first got it. I was playing golf with the junior GM and mentioned that. And I had run like 2 or 3 simulations with them, went full 10 years, and could not get them to the playoffs. The other team that I ran with for about 10 years was the Chicago White Sox. And if you see any of my shorts, video shorts on YouTube. Because it sounds funny when I say shorts. Like I'm sitting here going, have you seen my shorts? But if you've seen any of my video shorts on YouTube, I do have a couple where I play as the White Sox. And those were players from the actual Whalers team. We put them on the club. We had a shitty first season. We had a shitty second season. We got all the way to the playoffs. One time we got to the playoffs with the White Sox. So that could be a challenge too. And that is no dig. That's no dig, buddy. If you're watching me out there, I actually started watching a lot of White Sox games last year. And I have one White Sox pitcher who's actually a follower here. He's a subscriber, so I try to be nice when I talk about the White Sox. But that would be a fun one, too. We could try to rebuild the Chicago White Sox. But it's got to be fair, right? If we do it, it's got to be fair. Okay, so we're 3 games into the episode. We have 1 win, 2 losses here inside the cave. We're heading into game number 4, and we are taking on the Washington Capitals. The Washington Capitals are currently 5-7-1. They've, in their last 10, they're 5-4-1, so not awful terrible, but not the greatest. The Whalers are 5-7-1. We are 5-5-0 in our last 10 games. Between the pipes for the Capitals, we will have Logan Thompson. He has 11 games played, 4 wins, a .891 save percentage, and a 3.72 goals against average. Almost identical ass numbers to Simo, who has 13 games played, 5 wins, a .893, and a 3.72 goals against average. Hey, welcome. And we do have another comment up there on the board. Yes, a pet peeve. People texting and driving. That is, I totally agree. I cannot disagree with that because we have watches. We have fucking blue. I just said the F word. I just said the F word live. But yes, we have Freaking Bluetooth in the cars. We can do it so many other ways. Why we have to sit there behind the wheel and do that, I don't get. But okay, so there's another one knocks me off course. I have somebody in the room who loves to try and do that. Loves to try to knock me off course. So, all right, we're taking a look over on the right side. Goals for per game. We are currently 27th because we can't put the puck in the net. Goals against per game. We are 28th because, well, we let everybody put the puck in the net. Power play percentage, 5th in the league. So we've scored on 25% of our power plays. That's one hell of a stat right there. Penalty kills, 18th with 82.6. So a Whalers team that historically cannot kill the penalty is finally killing the goddamn penalty. So round of applause. I know you can't hear that as well, but round of applause. So we have another pet peeve. See, now I get a little off track, but biggest pet peeve is people who try to speed through standstill traffic. How do you do that exactly? Like it's stopped and like you pull over to the side in the breakdown lane and try to speed that way? Is that what we're talking about? Because I hate that shit too. And coming from where you are, I've seen that so much. And for Pete Check there, coming from where you are, I totally believe that. That's shit driving through there, man. Okay, so we have got Connor Burns is our team leader, and McMichael is a team leader for the Washington Capitals. We are heading into game number 4, and let's just go ahead to the calendar screen and simulate from there. Now, of course, we are almost to. Oh no! Wait a minute. You know what, folks? We are in the back-to-back, so Simo has to come out. That's the rule. She can't go back-to-back days. That's just way too much. Okay, that's way too much. And look, it's too much for anybody. It's too much for anybody. So we're gonna take her out. Let's go ahead and pull Simo. We don't want her going back-to-back games. Just remind me to put her back in because last time I did this, we didn't put her back in. So, Mac Gujda. So, Junior GM, pay attention in this game because you signed Mac Gujda. I let you sign him. So, let's see what we get done here against the Capitals. Continue will cause both your AHL. No. Why is it doing that? I don't want to do that. Oh, there we go. Because I was simming the game. Dumbass. Okay, so 4 times speed. We're going to rock and roll through this one. Let's see if Mac Gujda can get this done here and get us a win. Now, who thinks that if Mac Gujda can get us a win here? And that is such a great name to try and say. Mac Gujda. Mac Gujda. I put it all together and it sounds like, I don't know, something you order at a restaurant. But we got about 8 minutes to go in the period. It's a 0-0 game. 5-on-4 power play. Washington Capitals rocking and rolling. And Cristal puts one in. So it's 1-0. And B-Walk scores. So it's 1-1. Hartford has tied this up with 2 minutes to go in the period. And B-Walk is our goal. And then Roy scores. So it's 2-1 now, but how about B-Walk, man? He pops up occasionally too. And, you know, to some of these guys on the team, I mentioned it earlier with the professor, but if you're ever out there, maybe you watch me on the replays, throw a comment up on the board. Miss all these guys. Super, super cool group of guys. Donato scores. McMichael scores. 5-on-4 power play. And we're not going to get shit out of that one. O'Reilly scores. So, Gujda, you suck. You suck. I know you're a real dude. Hey, and they put Simo in because Gujda was playing so goddamn bad. 1 in period number 2. And you know what that means? I think JGM, we might have to go out and find another goalie because I don't think this guy's going to be able to work. We might have to trade somebody to get a backup goalie. Simo's going to need some help. Okay, so it's Sergio putting one in the net. Can we get a miracle? Can we get a miracle here? No, because we give up a goal to Chitrin. I almost said Church Run. Church Run. Anyway. 10 minutes to go in the period, and Lamoureux scores. Jimmy Lamoureux, 7-3. And Logan, he's still in the goal. That's why it says that. I totally get lost. I get like totally lost as I'm doing this. Maybe it's like I don't know. I don't know. Shit. Okay. 1 minute to go. I think I'm just tired. I think I'm just tired. Okay, 7-3. So they got 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third. And 1 in the first, 2 in the third for the Whalers. 3 stars of the game. Sergio gets his name up on the board. Congratulations, Gem Award for our friend Sergio. Donato gets the second star, or 2 stars, 2 goals and 1 hit. Cristal had a goal and 2 assists. Now, again, I don't know if that's how you say his name, but I'm going to say it however I want to because that sounds pretty damn cool when you say it like that. So if we have some folks in here watching us live, feel free to throw some comments up on the board. I'd love to know who's here with me. If you can get me, if you can divert my attention and have me talking about other shit, yeah, best of luck. There's a couple folks out there that I know will definitely try. All right, so we have Winnipeg in the next game. We are going to sim to that game. Mac, I think you have to come out. How many games have we played, folks? Have we played 5 games? I think we have. We started the night. Oh, Charlie Lindgren is a good backup goalie. Okay, well that might be some trade talks there. We're heading into We're heading into game number 5. We won against Columbus, and we have now lost 3 straight. So we have 2 points in the episode. We absolutely suck. We look like the actual Hartford Whalers. For those of you who don't know, they were not very good. Google them. That's why they're not Hartford anymore. Which is not true, because then they ended up actually winning the Stanley Cup as soon as they left Hartford, or shortly thereafter. Driving 80 miles per hour driving over 80 on bald tires is a pet peeve. Dude, okay, Mr. Feeney, that only happened once, all right? And I always knew when I was starting to go too fast because the car would shake. All right, man? It was like the Millennium Falcon. So I knew exactly when that was happening. I don't know if that was an actual shot at me. I'm pretty sure that was a shot at me. But it only happened a few times, right? It only happened a few times. So, not true. Actually, it happened quite a bit. I mean, I had a long drive, and that shit would shake. It would shake. But I was taking care of kids and all sorts. I didn't have any money. I couldn't buy tires. All right, there we go. We are taking on Winnipeg in game number 5, and then, of course, we will speed through the remainder of the night. That's the best part, right? That's when we freaking win, is when we speed. So, yeah. Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So Mr. Feeney there making a comment there. But for those, obviously you wouldn't know this because you'd have no reason to know this. But yes, at one point in my younger years, I had this very fine vehicle. I had some issues, and yes, I did have some issues with tires. My car would shake a little bit, and I'm like, man, we just kicked this shit up to 80, and that thing's gonna just drive like a freaking dream. And that's what I did. And he was in the car with me, and this person probably thought he was gonna die, to be honest with you. But I got him to the desert. We got done what we had to get done. So, okay. Okay, we have got the Winnipeg Jets coming up. See, I get distracted. You get me distracted. Okay, Connor Hellebuck. And for those of you who don't know who Connor Hellebuck is, freaking, how could you not? Okay, the United States goalie who basically won us the Olympic gold medal. He'll be holding it down against Winnipeg. And we're going to go with Mac Gujda in this one. We're going to give him another shot, okay? So we have another back-to-back coming up. Simo will jump into net against Buffalo, so he's going to play the next 2. Give her a little bit of a rest, okay? So that way she can hopefully play good when we need her. He's played in 2 games. He has no wins, but we'll give him a little time, right? We'll give him a little time. No wins, a .851 save percentage, 5.62 goals against average. Hellebuck, the United States gold medal Olympian, 6 wins, .90 save percentage, 3.42 goals against average. Goals for per game, we are 26th. Goals against per game, we are 32nd. Power play percentage, we are 6th. Penalty kill percentage, we're still doing pretty good there. Right in the middle of the league at 19th. Team leaders, we have 15 points out of Connor Burns. The team heading into our 5th game of the episode is 5-8-1. So we started the episode 4-5-1. So we are now, oh, yeah, whatever. Oh, absolutely. So, Mrs. No Fear. I like that, Mrs. No Fear. That's, you know what? That should just be your screen name. But Mrs. No Fear says the pet peeve is people who say with every bite of food. Is that something that really happens? I've probably seen that before. I've known a couple guys who, like, when you're talking to them and they're nodding their head and going and it's like, hey, stop, listen to me. But it's like, yes. And I've known a few guys like that over the years who've worked for me or with me or whatever it may be. But I've never met and that sounds kind of creepy. I do apologize, but I'm assuming that's what it's like. They take a bite of food and it's always like, I'm more like the when I was at one job, people would, everyone does like what do you call that? They do like an impression of their boss, right? And I know that the folks at one of my lovely places of employment, their thing was when they would do the impression of me was to pat my belly. Because I guess I'd come back from lunch and that's what I would be doing. I don't know. I never realized that I did that, but some folks go with every bite. Some folks shake their head and go I pat my belly, right? I pat my belly. So, and yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about right now, but we're talking pet peeves, man. We're talking pet peeves. We're talking all sorts of weird shit. All right. The other thing we're talking about is MLB The Show 26. All right. What brought that up was that the United States lost a baseball game to Italy. We lost a baseball game to Italy, right? I mean, we probably have more money on our baseball team than they have in their. I don't want to say that. I don't know if that's a fact, but we do have a shit ton of money playing for our United States team, and we lose to Italy in the World Baseball Classic. All right? Nah, freaking. That would have been like, I don't even know. If there's information I should know, put up on the screen. Tell me. Maybe I'm wrong that we should have lost that game. I don't know. Okay, so Connor Hellebuck, like I said, is in between the pipes. The Whalers currently sit in 7th place at 5-8-1. Those Jets that we're playing against are in 2nd place in their division, currently 9-3-2. So congratulations to the Jets. And I just did something I shouldn't do, and I almost turned the damn game off, which wouldn't have been good. Yeah, I don't know if you can actually see that, but yeah, I almost turned the game off. Okay, yeah, see, you did see that. I'm seeing it like 2 seconds later on my screen. All right, so here we go. We're going to simulate through this one. All right, we need some points here, man. I don't want to go through the 5 slow sim games and come away with, well, I'd like to come away with 4 points because that means we got something going. But this is a tough team to beat, right? I mean, I paused it. Okay, so this is Connor Hellebuck and the boys. Connor frickin' Hellebuck. And Lowry's going to put one past Matt Guzda. I think Matt Guzda is kind of like, he probably could be the starting goalie for the Disney Mighty Ducks and actually have a chance to win. I don't know. But, yeah, he got worked in the last game. And I'm just stingy, man. Like, I'm stubborn. I should put her back in the net, but I don't. Because it's like rolling the dice. Matt Guzda gives up, 4 or 5 goals. She gives up 4 or 5 goals. The only thing is when she's in net, the team actually scores. So like when she's in net, the team goes out and they put up 7 goals. Fagan is going to put one past Hellebuck, so he ties it up. And great job by Mr. Fagan, whoever you are, whichever you are. There's 2 Fagans, which obviously confuses the shit out of the fanatic. Velarde scores, and no, that is not Randy Velarde. And if you get the Randy Velarde reference, you're a baseball fan. Scheifele puts one past Gujda. It's 3-1. How long until we see Simo come back in the game? That's the real question. That is the real question. 5-on-4 power play for the Hartford Whalers. Nothing happens there. 1 minute to go in the period. 3-1 Winnipeg. And we're heading into period number 3. About 18 minutes to go in the period. 24-18 on shots. Power play Winnipeg. They score. Connor puts one in the net. It's now 4-1 Winnipeg. And that was a corner shot. Lowry puts one past Gujda. That's now 2 goals for him. And it's 5-1 Winnipeg. And this game is, I think we can ring this one up. Package it in a nice box and call it a freaking day. Capo Caco puts one in the net. 7:57 to go. It's 5-2. And I sound a lot like the dude in that movie Major League because this team sucks. They are horrible. 1 minute to go here in the period. And okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, these folks are giving me absolutely nothing to be happy about. That very first season, and I know I talk about this a lot, but that first season, I was so excited to watch this team play. They were so good, and now we absolutely suck. And the crazy part is, since we let go of Gavin Kirkish and Mr. Fetu, we have not been good. The team has not been good. Scheifele puts one in. He had an assist. He's your 3rd star. 2nd star goes to Connor Hellebuck. A great game in net for him. And Lowry had 2 goals and 1 hit. So Winnipeg takes us down. We have started the episode 1-4. And yes, we continue to suck ace here on the channel. So we are, and you can tell I'm in a bad mood with this team, right? I'm in a bad mood with this team for sure. Let's see, we're gonna go here. You can't see it. I'm like clicking, moving stuff around. All right, we have 5 games to go. We have not had to see any hockey tonight because we've been so bad. It is now time to make that change. And no, that's not the Michael Jackson song. I almost started singing it. That's the crazy. I almost started singing it. So let's go ahead and we're quick simming, right? So you know the deal. We're going to leave him in, and we are going to advance through that one. And can we get a win? Oh, what? Okay, we'll do that. We'll let the head coach decide. We take a 4-3 loss, so not the worst. He is now 0-4 on the season, .846 save percentage, and he gives up 5 goals a game. He gets into the net, and teams are like, fucking absolutely, abso-freaking-lutely, we'll take this dude on. So, yes, it is time here inside the cave. We are 6 games inside the episode, and it is time to possibly look for a backup goaltender. So let's go to the find trade button. And if you're still sitting out there live with me and you know a little bit about the club, here's what we have to work with. We can probably try to trade one of these dudes and maybe try to get ourselves a solid backup goalie. Main question is, who do we move? Right? Don't want to move. I don't want to move the core. So Kelly stays. I think Walker and Lamoureux stay. Okay, we could move a guy like Rempey or Keller. Left wingers, Pichek stays. Let's put this in actual order. So Pichek would stay. Swifty stays. We could move Buchnevich. Okay, we could move Kepke. I don't want to move Kepke because we just got him, but Buchnevich I think we had last season. I don't really remember. Or did we just get him and... Okay, no, we had him last season, so we could move him and try to go out and get a backup goalie. I don't know if we have anyone that could jump into his spot, but no, because look at our minor league system. We go from 91, 84, 91, 84, 83, 80, and then shit. So we don't have a whole lot down there that can help us. Right wingers, we're pretty weak, so we don't want to get rid of any of these dudes. These dudes have to stay. And then defensemen, we have defensemen, but look at this shit. How did Sergio get a no trade clause? That means that I was literally sleeping the night or the morning that I was signing all these contracts. Because there's no way in hell I would have given him a goddamn no trade clause. No way. And look at his contract. So he has next year he has a 32 team no trade, which means we'll be able to trade him to one team. But probably us. That's it next year. So he's here. He's not going anywhere. We do have a couple options of tradable characters here. We could move Johnson. I don't know who Johnson is. Ludwig. We could move Ludwig Johnson. I'd rather not move No Fear. DePaul, we know that DePaul could be moved. We've actually tried to move him before and couldn't move him. So, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Oh, and what in the holy, are you seeing that? If we could trade Darren Paul to the Oilers and get Zach Hyman and 2 draft picks, they would do that. The Sharks would give us Zetterlund and Lundstrom, and we could get Raquel and DeBrusk. So we could strengthen the friggin' offense. And there he goes. There goes the man thinking about offense, right? I always do that. But okay, let's see about the Fagan. Do we want to break up the Fagan brothers? I don't think so. We could move Delgado. Delgado would go for a draft pick. No goalies. We need a goalie. All right, let's do it this way. We know how to do this. I know how to do this. So you said who now? Charlie Lindgren? Is that what we said? And I think he's with Washington. He's a good backup, right? Now remember, this is a couple years into this mess, so we never know what's going to happen here. He is not there. Who do we have that's a decent... Oh, they got a bunch of goalies. Okay, so they would give us Logan Thompson, but we got to give up the professor. Wait a minute. Hold on a second there. Swifty, Jovanovski, and Buchnevich. I said I would trade Buchnevich or Capo Caco. Do we make that trade? We don't really want a starter. We want a kind of a backup, right? So yeah, this is the boring part. I know it gets kind of boring when I do this shit, but here he is. Lindgren. Nope, not interested. Not interested at all in trading him. Let's see who else got a goalie. No. You know what? Oh, there he is. Oh, we can get him back. Hellebuck. They're not going to give me Hellebuck. All right, you know what? I'll entertain that. Kid. Let's see. That is Winnipeg, right? I would go after my guy before I went after Hellebuck. So he has a modified no trade, so he's out of the question. We can't really. I don't think we can see where he goes. No. So no. So he's modified no trade. We are one of the 10 teams. It will not let me go after him. But there's a guy that I really like on my club. And nope, they're not budging with him either. Um, okay, well, that's that. The only other one we found was our boy, who we had for a couple of seasons. He was our backup, and we would give up Pavel Buchnevich. How about Greg Swift? No. Or I don't know which Fagan that is. We can juice this a little bit. I would give up Pavel Buchnevich. I seriously would. I would have no problem doing that. Then making that move to get rid of DePaul, get a couple of left wingers, and yeah, get this team back up to shape, right? Having DJ back up Simo, I think that would be pretty good. And yeah, welcome back to the club, pal. Welcome back to the club. DJ is back. So he plays a part of a season with the Devils, and then we went out and got him back. So, yeah, you know what? Guzda, I don't really care what you think. You're going to go down anyway. You're going down to the minors, so suck it. Absolutely. Buddy. Bye-bye. See you later. Okay, so we've got Simo and DJ. So that's great. You got your backup goalie back. Hopefully we can get something done there. We know he played well when we had him. Now, we did let go of Buchnevich, which I don't think is going to hurt us too bad. So we still have Kelly Walker, Lamoureux, Rempe, and Keller. Our left wingers look like Pichek, Swift, Kepke. Right wingers are Burns, Kako, the Professor, and Wallstrom. Okay, so the next thing we have to do here before we jump into the rest of the speed round, we are about an hour into the episode. We are going to, well, it wants us to edit the lines. I'll do that real quick. But we're going to go out and get ourselves another left winger. I think Pichek's going to need a little help there. I don't think he can manage all that on his own, so... we'll pop in this defenseman here. He can handle that for the moment. And a big part of that is going to be moving. DePaul. DePaul is going to get moved. So, DJ, welcome back to the club. You will still rock number 10, and hopefully we can get something out of you, baby. We need that. Maybe it'll be that little bit of a pickup, right? Maybe we'll boost the goalie we have too, because they were pretty good together, especially in that first season. So, all right, one more thing I wanted to do. We got some really enticing offers for Paul. Now, Paul has dropped from the top line defense to the third line defense, and Zach Hyman is the first one. Plus, we would get their second and third. Now, I don't think the second and third picks would be worth much because they are a playoff team. Zetterlund and Lundestrom from the Sharks, both top 6 exacts, and DeBrusk and Raquel right there. So I think we get Zach Hyman, put him right in. He's 1 year. DePaul's 1 year. So we're not really losing much, and we gain 2 draft picks. So kind of the way I see it is we're actually getting about 3 players. Am I right? 2 players, because Hyman will leave if he doesn't re-sign, and we get 2 draft picks out of the deal, back-to-back rounds. So, yes, DePaul, very sorry to see you go, but we're going to bring in Zach Hyman and see if we can't get some offense into this club. So, hopefully, by bringing back DJ, we kind of fixed that hole in the backup goalie role. I don't know exactly what the hell's going on here. I don't know what it's doing. It keeps telling me something, but I'm not paying attention. Let's go ahead and edit the lines. So we've got 4 games left in the episode. We made a couple of deals. We now have a scorer in Zach Hyman with Jimmy and Capo Caco. That line improved greatly. Greg Swift goes to the third line. Kepke goes back to the fourth line. We have no backups, so we are up Schitt's Creek if somebody gets injured. We'll have to go down to the minors and bring somebody up. So let's go ahead and speed through. So if you've hung in there with me, we are 6 games into the episode. We have won 1 game. Okay, we have not had an episode, and I've watched most of them in reruns, but we have not had an episode where we only won 1 game. That has not happened. So we need to get another win. And if you've, like I said, if you hung in here long enough with me, we are through 6 games. We're trying to get at least 1 win in the next 4. We're going to kind of just speed run through this. So let's head back here. We're taking on Buffalo, and Simo will be between the pipes here, and we are going to advance today, and let's get a win. And yes, we win 3-1. Great job, Simo, holding it down for us. And we're going to go ahead and decline. We do not want Brett Kulak coming to this team because he's just bad juju. And we're going to go ahead and, oh, so we got a bunch of dudes that are ready to come back. And again, this is a slow shit. So, who's ready? Who can come back? Oh, Wallstrom. That's not a whole. It's that we have multiple players that are ready to come back. All right, so let's see if we can get another win here against the Golden Knights. And how about that? So we go from 2 points on the episode to 6 points on the episode. And thank you. No, we're going to stay with what we got. We're winning, right? You got to stay with what you got. Advance today. Okay, so we've got the St. Louis Blues coming into town. And we do finish up our next game. Our last game will be Buffalo. So I'm actually going to jump into that. And I'm going to play a little bit because I've got a little bit of time. So we're going to go ahead and go. We're going to sim past St. Louis, see if we get it. Oh, we took a loss. We took a loss. Okay, so advancing through and 2. I could just hit sim to next game, but that would be no fun. That'd be no fun. All right, so decline that. No, sorry, Nick Leddy. He's got to be pretty old in this game now because we're a couple years into this mess. We're in the 27-28 season here with the Whalers. So, all right, we're going to jump in. No, we're going to simulate. And yes, sir. So we made a couple of big deals here in the episode. We're simulating the first probably 2 periods or so of the last game, and then I'll jump in and play a little bit so we can see what the team looks like. But yes, we made a couple of big trades. Jimmy Lamoureux is going to put one in on Luukkonen, so it's 1-0. We're trying to get that would get us to, I believe, 10 points on the episode. I could be wrong. Okay, slow sim is bad for this team, but quick sim is a savior. Greenway puts one past Simo, and it's 1-1. So tonight we were talking pet peeves. We had a couple of those up there, mostly having to do with traffic, which I assume that everyone hates frickin' driving. That's where I'm going to go with that. We did talk about MLB The Show 26 coming out soon. I am very excited about that happening, and I'm going to start doing live episodes, kind of leaving the Expos live behind, getting into something a little bit different. So as we make it through the year, we'll actually be able to see real, our baseball team and some real baseball as well. But of course, we've talked hockey, right? Little bits here and there. I feel like most people were, well, I mean, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I lost myself, man. Sergio makes it 2-1 in period number 2. Buffalo goes on the power play, and boom, that's going to do it. So it's time, folks. That's right. It is time. We are going to jump in. I'm going to play a little bit of hockey right here. So If you haven't seen the team, this is the team. We're going to rock and roll in the good old alternate blues because the Fanatic loves this team's alternate blues. I created those uniforms like that. Of course, they did have those back in the day, but I wanted them to look like this, and that's why I made them. So that's why I wear the alternate blues. I really wish I could have one of them made. That would be super cool because I would wear it. I do wear my Islanders jerseys too. So, okay, here we go. It is time to play. And yes, I have to make sure that the screen is so that I can actually play. We don't want broadcast. All right, that's good. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. 20 minutes of, well, it's not 20 minutes. It'll be more like, 8 minutes because I play it on 5-minute periods. But we are playing some hockey. So if I get a little distracted, it's because I have to actually watch. No fear. Gets the puck. All right, here we go. Oh, there it is. Look at Pichek. Big shot. Goaltender covers up and we'll get a face-off. All right, I like that. Pichek takes the shot.
Looks like key personnel is really being leaned on here now.
Well, yeah, some key adjustments being made here, James. You got to give some more minutes to your offensive producers if you want.
Kelly to the dot, wins the face. No, what is that, Feeney? Come on, dude. Oh. All right, here we go. No! Oh, no! What the shit was that? Who got in front of the net? See, folks, this is why I don't play. Who gets in front of the net? Show that again. Is it Sergio? No, actually. Did it bounce off of Sergio? Let's see this again in slow. Show it in slow. No, it just went off of her stick, off of the pipe, and into the net. Okay, so that was not good, ladies and gentlemen. We were up 2-1, and now we're down. Now we're tied. And Kelly's going to go back to the dot here. Feeney collects the puck. Gives it up to Serge. Serge to Burns. Okay, Connor. Pichek tries to score. Feeney hits him hard. There you go, Feeney. Pichek. Burns tries. Oh, wow. He got leveled. Oh, that's Hyman. I forgot we got Hyman. I just traded for him, and I forgot. Oh, Kelly's quick. Oh, he rifled that thing. Okay. 21 shots to 14. I totally forgot that we signed Zach Hyman. That was a bad hit right there. Fagan gets worked. Okay. Jimmy Lamoureux to the dot. Backs out, one out. Tries to pass it, and they're very aggressive. Fagan kills him. Good job. Kako. Jimmy. Fagan. Tried to shoot it. Oh, yes. All right, there we go. So there's a couple guys I've never seen fight on this game. One of them is Feeney. We might have to get a Feeney fight here. He also rarely gets penalties. Dude's like a goody two-shoes on this game. Fagan kills the guy. There we go. Good pass. Good pass. Swifty. I don't know why I passed it over there. No, that was an awful pass, dude. Sea-Dog goes back after the puck. Oh, what the shit, Swifty? I swear it was he was skating around, not paying attention to what he was doing. Johnson, who's now playing since we got rid of DePaul. So DePaul, I kind of forgot this little factoid, but DePaul had the first goal in team history, right? The professor shoots and can't do anything. So I think what I have to do is maybe actually take some time to set, get the team down and actually set. My least favorite hockey team and why? That's a good question. So my least favorite hockey team right now is probably the Carolina Hurricanes. Not because they were the Whalers and left, but because they are like our nemesis. And we tend to lose to them in the playoffs when we get there. They love to eliminate my Isles in round number 1. Fetto! There was Fetto making a return to the episodes. Come on, Simo. Get it out. But yeah, I'd have to say the Hurricanes. I don't like the Hurricanes. And, of course, being an Islanders fan, I don't really like the Rangers. My father is a Rangers fan. But actually, I think I got him to convert. I know he watches a lot of Islanders games now. Damn, no fear. Okay, go kill him, buddy. He's tired. Oh, shit. Fetto scores. I think he tipped it in because I'm so focused on having Feeney. Watch this. Dude, he killed him. Fetto with the big shot. Oh, he deflected it. Okay, so I don't know how much time we have left. But we've got 4:50 to go. We've taken 15 shots. And as soon as I take over, we suck. As soon as I take over, we suck. Okay, here we go. Fagan. Why? Oh, good. I think he killed him. And I said we cannot lose a player. Oh, yeah? You don't think he should be ejected? He killed the guy.
Doesn't think that it's warranted to get a game.
Oh, that's freaking cheap, man. That's cheap, dude. Kick him out. Kick his ass, Seabass. Here we go. I'm pressing the button like frantically trying to get a fight. I want a fight. Okay, here we go. Come on, put it in the net. Oh, there's another big hit. Okay, 4:32 to go. 4:32 to go. Big pass to Pichek. Pichek bringing it up the ice. And goes by. Oh, I tried to go behind the net. Oh, we got a big penalty. That was actually a major, huh? Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, so 4 minutes to go in the power play. And yeah, like I said, I get a little, I stop talking when we start playing because I'm like, I'm not the best multitasker. All right, Jimmy to Serge. Take your time. B-walk. There you go. Get it around. That's how you cycle it. We're going to cycle it now. Kako. Jimmy shoots. B-walk collects. Oh my God, dude. Our guys are weak as shit, man. I pressed up. They get knocked over so easy. All right. Oh, I want to see a fight, man. I want to see a fight. Uh-oh. The Professor and Frederick? Are they going to drop gloves? Are we going to see a fight?
Offense's own face-off.
Oh, we are.
Well, they've been going at it all game long here, James. This was just a matter of time.
Okay, here we go.
And ring the bell.
Oh, that was just a perfectly executed
He
final
knocked
push.
his shit out. Oh, no. Oh, man, I was like straight button mashing.
Heart rate is elevated.
The professor got knocked out. At least he can give himself some x-rays because I think he just broke his jaw. Okay, here we go. That looked painful. All right, we got 3 minutes left on this power play. We got 2 minutes left in the damn game.
Hartford's got it in their own zone. Along the half wall with the puck. Fires it off
Shoot it!
and takes that one.
Oh,
And the
Christ.
gobbles it up.
All right, 2 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the period, 2:59 in the power play.
Still shorthanded here as they get ready for the face-off.
I had my best chance right there, and he wouldn't shoot the puck.
The Sabres come up with a defensive zone draw. Gets it out of his own end. Hartford's got a hold of the puck. Takes the pass. Directed over to Randy.
Why?
Good defensive effort to poke it away. Angles it over to Cousins.
No. Oh, my God. If they had gotten a freaking shorty, I would have lost it. I would have absolutely lost it. This controller would have been out the window. Out the window. Okay, so we got Walker, Kepke, and Kako. That's our power play unit. Oh, man, we got some talking to do, Coach.
Inside the offensive zone. Great save. Played it perfect.
Get it, Connor.
Move the puck in the defensive zone.
There we go.
Blistering shot.
Fagan shoots.
Traffic. Hartford's got the puck near the back end.
Connor with the freaking rifle. How did that not go through the dude's chest?
Goodness, this has been a pressure finish.
Oh my God.
Takes the puck along the boards.
No shit. No shit. Burns.
And that's
No!
defensive end by Burns.
Get it, Kako. No, what are you doing?
And a nice
Fagan collects. So we got 1 minute and 11 seconds left in this game.
skates across the blue line.
And that was a dumbass move. Kill him.
Nearing the final minute of regulation.
Well, we don't have the professor because he got in a fight.
Behind the net. Pass
Kelly now.
right side.
What?
Kelly's got it against the boards. That's a beautiful
Oh, did he score?
save by the goalie
Oh,
there.
you freaking loser. Grr. Okay. If I'm the coach, I'm watching this shit. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? So Kelly had the best opportunity. He's about 3 feet from the damn net. The puck just got stuck to his stick like I couldn't get rid of it.
Buffalo's won the face-off deep in their own end. And it's a quick pass to McLeod.
Okay, so we've got 41 seconds to go in this game. Jimmy collects the puck. He gives it up to Hyman. Hyman tries to go to Pichek. Pichek can't get it.
The defensive end.
Jimmy goes after him. Okay, here comes Surge.
The win
24 seconds left.
puck grab by
Hyman alone. Whoop. Pichek. Oh! No! Are you kidding me with this?
Defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
takes a bump.
Oh, we just lost that shit.
Can't keep a hold of it after
Pichek.
the hit. And that's
Sergio shoots it off Pichek's ass.
in the books.
And oh my goodness. Okay.
Blazing start.
So again,
Protect the lead.
we jump into a game, and again, I get my ass absolutely kicked. We were winning this game. I didn't score a goal. I don't think that live I've ever scored a goal. I don't know that I've ever scored a goal live. I really don't. Okay, so final score is 3-2, and you can see all the stats over here on the right. That's fun. I mean, that's what it looks like when you play the game, right? Mr. Fetto was the second star. He got the second star. So congratulations to him. Another Whaler that we traded. And he would not come back to the team, even if we tried to get him now. I don't know what we'd have to trade for him. Just for shits and gigs. Let's see. Let's see what would happen if we went after him, because he's not a bad player. And let's see what his stats look like on the season. 9 goals, 7 assists, 22 games. That's not bad. We're gonna go. We're gonna see what they would say. Okay, so yeah, they want. Wait a minute now. Oh, fuck yeah, I would do that, right? Edmonton, they want our second rounder, Edmonton's second rounder, and this Jovanovski guy, and we would get him back on the club. We have the money to do it. We can do it. I think that's going to be something to think about for next week's episode. So, all right, I'm going to go back to the main screen here, and then we are going to shut this down. So, in this episode, we got ourselves 6 points. We finished the episode 3 and 7, so not the best showing from the club. We are currently 7, 12, and 1 on the season. So, in case you can't do math, that's 30 games we've played. We have 52 games to go. Can we get 40 wins in the next 52 games? I highly doubt it. Okay, I'm trying not to be negative, but I highly doubt it. We did make a couple of moves. We got Zach Hyman. We went out and got DJ back, so Simon now has a good backup. All right, and we know what DJ can do for this club. So, yeah, we lost him in free agency, but we went out and we got him back. We also kind of dabbled a little bit with trades, and I think we might be able to get Feto back. So Anthony could be back on this club as well. We don't have to give up a whole lot to get that done. Maybe a draft pick or two, and someone who I know is not solid. They're not really solid players. So we could fleece somebody and possibly get him back on the team. Would have been what's that? Maybe 2 seasons without him. He could be back. So okay. So if you joined me tonight and you made it all the way through, thank you so much. We had an up and down freaking ride, man. It was an up and down ride. I had, I think, 3 episodes basically tonight. I had one for about 15 or 4 minutes, one for about 30 seconds, and the other one that turned off and on. It just wouldn't go. Nothing would go for me tonight. We also had, I had a couple of little test episodes beforehand. I thought that shit was going to work. It just did not work. So our chatter tonight, we were talking about pet peeves. So if you watch this on the replay and you made it all the way to the end, heck yeah, dude, thank you for doing that. But if you made it to the end, we're talking pet peeves. Throw it up on the board. I'd love to see what your pet peeves are. Seems like most of the people that are inside this chat, they were talking mostly about traffic. Everyone hates traffic. Not so much mine. Not so much mine. And I said I would wait until the end to talk about it. But my main pet peeve is people who say they're going to do something. And then when the time comes to do it, they renege and they don't do what they say they were going to do. And that happens in life way more than you think. But that's not really a personal thing. Not saying that that's happened to me often. I've seen it happen to other people. That's a pet peeve, as well as, people just over time, you have people who do things and never have to deal with anything for it. So, but that's my peeves, man. That's my peeves. And I could go on forever, but I'm not going to do that to you. Also, in the comments below, I'd love to see who you think we should build. I'm not going to say rebuild, because we're not rebuilding a team. We are starting fresh with a team on MLB The Show 26. That will probably start, I believe the game comes out officially next week. So I'll try to have it as fast as I can. And we're going to build a club from the ground up right here live. So if you're one of 3 or 4 that watch me, you want to jump in, you know a little bit about baseball, we're starting with new players. So I don't know who half of these dudes are. I will have no idea who half of these dudes are. It's not like the Expo show where I know all the 80s and 90s guys. this is going to be a mess. So I will need as much help as I can from all of my assistant GMs out there. So the choices were Montreal. I'm not Montreal. I'm stuck to that. The choices were Milwaukee, San Diego. I forget about the San Diego Padres, the Colorado Rockies, the Mariners, and the Tampa Bay Rays. So Tampa Bay has been, or Tampa Bay Rays. Yeah, they've been a couple of times. The Padres, we know they went in '84 and then again in '98. The Brewers, they made it once and lost. The Mariners have never made it to the World Series, so that could be an interesting one to do. I know that they have some players, and they can. We could start. We could start with some decent players, and then of course there's always the Rockies, who, wow, that would be a fun one. That would be a really interesting one, and I would love to have some help trying to do that. And when we do those kind of things, that's going to be like build a team, quick sims, build a team, quick sims. We're not going to see a lot of play. We're just going to be simming a lot. So that'll kind of be like buckle your seatbelts and get ready for that. So, all right, folks. So that's going to do it for me tonight. I'll be back again on Monday. But keep your eyes open. I do post some video shorts, usually through the weekend. Basically, however I feel, I'll go ahead and post a short about that. And of course, I'll throw something up there if my Islanders win or lose as we go through the week. So, all right, next week, Monday, Montreal, Monday in the house. I'm sorry, in the cave. In the house, not in the cave. And then, of course, Whaler Wednesday will be back. And by then, I'll know when we'll be starting with the other baseball team. It might just be called Major League Monday. Who the hell knows? We might just do that. But okay, so that's going to do it for tonight. Once again, I want to thank everyone for jumping in. Be sure, and I mean this, be sure to throw a like, okay? And if you know anybody out there that may be interested, get them to subscribe. I'd love to see some subscribers, okay? I'm up to 66. This whole experiment started with like 4 of you, okay, subscribing. I'm up to 66. I'd love to get to like 70 by the end of this week. And I know it's like chipping away, but that would be awesome. So if you know anybody that may be interested or that we know out there that we've known for a long time or that I've known for a long time that may be interested in watching this shit, go ahead and shoot it out to them. So like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next week for Whaler Wednesday inside the cave.